to welcome all of you. I'm not going to name anyone in here. I would like to welcome, because I'm afraid that I may miss very important names. You all are important dignitaries over here. You all accepted our invitation and came to this place to meet and greet with our honorable, respected Linda Lee. So, Mr. Koshy will do the formal welcome, but I would like to welcome all of you without naming other than respected Reverend John Thomas Sachin. So, you took your valuable time to come over here to meet and greet with Linda Lee. So we have started the campaign with the Koshy ji, and we kept the momentum. We want to continue the momentum. We want all the community to come together and work for Linda Lee so that in the general election, she will be our future New York City District 23 Council. Without further ado, I request Mr. Koshy Thomas to come forward.
Day and night he was with me, and he's still continuing. So with all due respect, I really have to appreciate for all the effort and good work done for the campaign. Without him, I would have been nothing. So once again, thank him, and thank you for bringing us here. Thank you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Our special guest, our Democratic Party's nominee for New York City Council District 23, the winner, what I can say, unopposed winner. Right now she is going to be an unopposed winner, especially facing the Republicans. So we are honored to have her here with us. Election process, all that hard work, it takes a long time. And I'm sure, since I was also a candidate, I know the hard work she has reached that. We have to appreciate that, and the purpose of this event is to appreciate, meet, greet, and support her for all the upcoming events. So with all your endorsement, let me invite our future council member, Ms. Linda Lee, to the podium. The next, for this evening, we are blessed by my own priest, who has representation with so many federation of churches, and usually he's very busy. Today I requested him so many times, I texted him, and I called him, and I made sure that he can make it. And I actually requested Auntie, Mrs. Reverend John Thomas, to make sure that she brings him here. So with all your respect and applause, let me invite Father Reverend John Thomas to the podium. The next personality I can never forget, the main person from the day one, along with Mr. Raju Varghese, or even before Raju Varghese, the main person who actually put that courage and what I can say, the positive momentum or mood into my mind is my brother and my everything, friend, philosopher, and guide, Mr. V.M. Chaco. We request him to come to the podium. He said he's not coming, but they're going to push you out. Please come up here.
I'll see you here.
Please come, we need you here. Okay, thank you so much. Next we have our Honorable Mr. Voraji. Victor Ashok Ora. Victor Ashok Ora is actually a very well connected personality, in our community, not only in our community, in the business world, in the American politics, from Brooklyn to Long Island. You ask about him anywhere in New York, everybody know him, and everybody need him, and he definitely supports them. And my campaign, went to the second step, or to the third step, and to the final step. It was just because of Mr. Ashok Ora. So let me welcome him with all your applause and best wishes, Mr. Ora. We have more of our friends who will be joining us to the podium, and we have our Hindu priest, is actually Krishna temple and the follower of Krishna's teachings. But apart from that, he preaches humanity is one. He doesn't belong to any small circle of religion. We are honored by his presence. Mr. Raju Varghese also to the podium, because without him, I cannot function anything, because I need his side support, giving him suggestions every now and then. Okay, see, like that. Immediately the suggestion came. I'm really sorry. When I started my political, brainstorming in '98, I was going around and looking for somebody who can mentor me, or who can actually guide me in politics. Any politicians or any elected officials in this neighborhood, everybody have got some sort of guidance for their success and victory. I believe you all know her, and it's my honor and what I can say, my happiness to invite Ms. Louise Marbach to the podium, please.
Please come.
No, Ms. Louise Marbach, we need you here.
We need you here, please. Louise, please come.
So let's have one more chair. Two chairs.
I'm sitting.
Okay. Put that chair there. Yeah, have a seat. Let me also welcome my friend, my guy, who I was following for almost 15 years, who is the face of New York City. In New York City's MTAs or any program from New York City, no program is without his face. I am honored by his presence here, Mr. Harpreet Singh too. Please come to the podium, please. Come. Please come. Please come. Please come. Also, I would request Mr. Dilip Nath. Dilip Nath, he's actually a young man, but now he's a very experienced personality. He can make things happen. Right. And one more personality we have here. Several of you are here. I want to recognize Ms. Malini Shah. Please give her a round of applause. Anything about Democratic Party, she's always around. She was everything for Mr. Paul Malone. Even today, that district cannot function without Ms. Malini ji. So we are honored by your presence here. We have community leaders, Ms. Leela Marat, Rubaya, Ms. Teresa Sebastian, Indian Nurses Association leaders here, and then Virendra Bhai, and Thomas Lee Woman, Mr. Ashok Jain, Reggie Korean, President of KC, Ajit Kumar, and a lot of our friends are here. They all will be recognized, as we begin. Now, I would request our Reverend Father to say a small prayer to start this event. Thank you so much.
Let us have a short prayer. Our omnipotent and almighty God, thank you for all your blessings what we enjoy in this country, especially in this county. We have gathered here together and we thank you for giving us Linda Lee as a leader. Be with her and strengthen her to come to the top as well as to serve the community. Let your presence follow her. At the same time, we submit all those who are gathered here. Be with us throughout our life. At the same time, we pray for all the countries, those who are going through the problems of the coronavirus. We ask you for the eradication of the virus from this world. Be with us. We ask in the name of our Lord Almighty. Amen.
When I started, when the campaigning idea came up in my mind, the first person I approached was Reverend Father John Thomas, and he really blessed me. He prayed for me, and with that blessing, I started the campaign. I started with nothing. Today, I think we all have achieved something. It's all because of his prayer and the blessings from Lord Almighty. Thank you, Reverend. Thank you so much. Thank you. This evening, we all know Ms. Linda Lee has been officially announced as the winner, the nominee from Democratic Party from New York City Council District 23. The candidate, Democratic Party candidate. She is going to face the Republican Party nominee on November 2nd. So here what we are doing is, even though I was part of the election, I did not get the simple majority, but that's okay. That's part of election process and walk through. But I'm really happy that one of our friends who can listen to us, who is very transparent, who entertains people, who listens to people's concern. Because I got a chance to talk to her during the polling time, during the polling time in the polling station area. Anytime she talks to you, she's very clear, very transparent, and she listens to anybody. Like just now we were watching her, talking to each and every one of you. And she has taken utmost care to listen to your concerns. So that's the leadership quality. She has done a lot for the community. Her basic is actually work for a non-profit organization, and especially during the pandemic situation, she has done a lot. She has done one step more to go on the outreach programs. When New York City has its own plans to reach out to the needy, Linda Lee went parallel with those programs, and with that, she achieved the outstanding outreach programs. So that's one reason among all of so many other reasons, that is one of the reasons she got elected. Now for that kind of personality, I decided, and also our Honorable Harpreet Singh Ji decided to go together and support her for the victory to come. So, keeping that in mind, let me pass on the mic to Mr. Harpreet Singh Ji. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Koshy. You just put me on the spot. First of all, let me say this thing, that we all ran against but collectively with each other. It was a unique campaign, first time ranked choice voting, and people are still confused, and I don't blame them, because as far as I'm concerned, I'm still confused about it too. But I know Koshy for years, Chaco even much more years than Koshy, and Raju and some other people also. The important thing is, at the end of the day, what comes to your community. And definitely Mr. Chaco will agree with me on that we have achieved not perfect union yet, but we have achieved something close to that. That is the acceptance of the Browns in the city. Brown, but I call myself Brown, and I'm proud of it. Because when the things happen, and I'm pretty sure Linda will agree with me on that, the future Honorable Consul, the term Asia is used, we the South Asians are left out in the minds of politics, and the politicians who are sitting there, they think about the Sri Lanka, Burma, blah, 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 those countries, South Asians. So today, having her sitting with us as one of us actually is one of the big achievement. Much important, if not less than the primary, that the people still will try to not to accept Linda depicted. I'm sorry, that's the way I am, and that's the way I would rather be up front. So we need to commit ourselves that come November 2, and I'm pretty sure there are going to be some early voting also, and vote and make sure that she's there, because she's one of us. And I thank you very much for Koshy to put this together, and thank you to Linda for coming in, and of course
Harpreet Ji has done a lot for the community. I know him personally for the past 15 years. That's why I said he is actually the face of Indian community for the city. Like I said, wherever you go, you will see this picture. And when people say, oh, I see Harpreet Ji, your picture there, he said, it's not my picture, it is Indian's picture. That's what he said. So, that courage and that leadership, that makes a big difference. Thank you so much for that. Yes, thank you. Now, when I came into the process, I had a couple of giants helping me with big heart. When I was running around looking for an office space in this neighborhood, especially in the COVID situation, I could not get even a desk and a chair. Not even a desk and a chair. We actually had the office in a restaurant. In a restaurant for almost 1.5 months. But the restaurant owner, he was very kind enough, and he was allowing us to do or run the campaign office right from there. So like that, there's another personality who really saw and found my situation. And he called me and said, Koshy, come over here. I was surprised why this man is calling me now. And I was a little scared too. I thought he's going to put me into some test or some interview to see whether I'm qualified or not. But then he said, come over here, I have a big space here for you. The whole space belongs to you from now on. You don't have to pay me anything, even though for the compliance purpose, I had to pay him something to be with the compliance. But I am really admired by his generosity, the big heart, the mindset to bring up the community. It's none other than my own friend, big brother. I would definitely say anywhere, everywhere. My big brother, Mr. Victor Ashok Ora. Let's hear from him.
Good evening, everybody. We have a united mission, and this shows that we here leaving our caste, race, religion, community aside, and we want to be together to support Linda. And as we all know, that she didn't get elected because she's beautiful. She got elected because she has a vision. Child care. She has a vision of child care, senior care, community, and so many others. When I put her name in Google, just I put the Linda and shows up. It's that popular. I didn't have to write the last name Lee. So it shows that she's running and up front. Linda, we want to request you as a community, Indian community, South Asian community. I know you're born here, but you have a lot of energy from back home, our culture, our religions. So don't forget who stood with you. We are all standing next to you. So our mission should be your mission is our mission. So we want to work together to make this community, at least District 23 and this business district, a unique for community. It's community people supporting locals, and local wants to support us, means you and me, as a businessman. So that's what it is. We all together want to wish her nothing but the best for next 4 years.
Yeah, 2 years.
2 years.
But
To say 4 years.
But continue.
When it is 6 years, so it will be good 1 or 2 years. So we wish her all the best and good luck to her. We would request her to, even after she gets officially elected, wants to visit us, stop by in our businesses, stores, meet community, and you will be most welcome anytime, any day. Thank you, Linda, for coming.
Thank you, Oraji. See how short and sweet, but with all the contents, he mentioned almost every needed point. So that's him, the leader. Next, I'm really honored by a personality here, Miss Louise Marbach. Miss Louise Marbach, like I said before, in this neighborhood, she, right from her college times, she took political science as her main subject. And since then, she got into, political life. She was actually a candidate for Queensborough president in '86. In '86, I don't know, I don't know where I was.
Probably not born yet.
So since '86, she is in the mainstream. And she has been a mentor. If you go around and ask any politicians, do you know Miss Louise Marbach? If they say, no, we don't know, then he's not a politician and he's not an elected official. So definitely they should know who is Miss Louise Marbach. Fortunately, I got her. Nobody else could get her. So many people tried, but I got her, and she was on the side giving me every key points what to be done. People were asking, oh, where is your campaign manager? I said, my manager is, omnipotent, omnivorous, that's what it is. She was there for me anytime I needed. So, with all due respect and honor, it's my pleasure to invite Ms. Louise Merbach, who introduced me to Linda Lee too. So let's hear from Ms. Louise Merbach. Thank you.
I want you to know I'm not going to forgive him for this. I know Koshy a very long time. We met 20 years ago or so, and on a campaign, and always been friends. He's a good person, he has a good heart, and even when he doesn't listen to me, I still respect him as a person because I know he means well, and he's coming from the right place. And so when I met Linda, I knew that this would be a great match, that the two of them could do great things together, and that's why we're all here. And everybody in the room, you are ambassadors. You have to send and take the message back with you that Linda is to be the next council person in this district, because she's the one who has your interest, your best interest at heart. So we have to all go out and get her elected. Don't assume she's going to be the council person. People have to come out and vote in November, and that's our job. We're the ambassadors of this campaign, and we're going to go out there and tell everybody, your spouse, your family, your colleagues at work. You met Linda Lee tonight, and you were very impressed with her, and you want to spread the word, and that's our job here. And Koshy is a great ambassador himself. So I'm just going to give you the microphone so you can introduce Linda.
Yes, before going into Linda, she's going to be the main speaker. We're going to really listen to her. But before that, we have some community leaders. They would like to speak for 10 seconds or 15 seconds. So because we are running out of time, she has to go for another program. So we're going to keep it short and sweet. So let me invite our Malini ji to say a few words with a short and sweet time. Thank you.
Yeah, good evening everybody. It's a real pleasure being here, and Koshy is well known to me, and I really pat him on the back for his hard work in the campaign, and at the same time that he is supporting a fantastic candidate that we have, which is Linda Lee. Yoo-hoo! And we got to put a lot of hard work into this, and I would love that when, as you had mentioned, Ms. Louise Martin had mentioned, that once we leave here, the idea and the concept, because I do campaigns a lot, running, helping and volunteering, it's for us to spread the word, get the vote, people to get out to vote, make calls, text them, whatever we have to do to make this happen, because she is going to be the next city council.
Thank you so much. Next, let me invite Ms. Rubaya for a few words. Thank you.
Thank you, Koshy. Thank you, everyone here. This is a great opportunity for us. District 23 needs Linda Lee. We want to work for her. Anything you need, anytime, just we are a phone call away. So we are with you. We definitely need you. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, let me invite Ms. Leela Marat. She actually, in the politics, especially in the union politics, for almost 25 years. Whenever I need something, secret questions about union involvement and the community involvement, she's always there. Plus, in Indian associations, she is well known from India to here, from Queens, Brooklyn, even to Long Island. So let's hear from Ms. Leela Marat. Thank you.
Honorable Linda Lee, all community leaders, and my dear friends. First of all, let me congratulate, good luck and best wishes for the City Council woman to be from this district. she is an amazing, she came out in flying colors in this election. So congratulations and all the best wishes for November 2 election. We all will work whatever we can. We will support you as a community. Especially this evening, I am so excited and delighted to see some of my old friends, political friends, like Lois Marbach. I know her like 25 years ago. We used to work in Queen's Democratic Club. Dilip Nath, we ran an election. I ran a district leader from Richmond Hill. Dilip Nath was running also, so we were a team. So, and Harpreet Singh too, is another active community activist. So I am so delighted this evening I am seeing all of them in this podium. So thank you everybody, thanks.
Thank you, Binaji. Next we have leaders from Indian Nurses Association. These ladies, leaders, they spent day and night working and talking for our campaign, and I really have to admire and really appreciate their hard work. Ms. Anna George, she is the current president of INAM. Thank you so much.
Respected Linda Lee, all the other community leaders. First of all, like everyone, I want to congratulate you for this position that you have had, and I am so sure that you will be our next council person for District 23. Thank you very much. And like many of you were saying, we need to support her. We need to come out, and as many of you know, I'm a nurse, and this area is full of nurses around, and I'm going to tell all of them to come around and vote for you, and we will be campaigning for you and supporting you. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Next, let me invite Mrs. Leelama Appukutan. She had done tremendous work for us. She and her husband, they were here since morning, 10 o'clock to 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock, whatever it takes to get things done. Mrs. Leelama Appukutan, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Koshy. Good evening to everyone. Linda. Okay, respected Linda and all community members, I am so pleased to be here tonight here to welcome you to be our city council woman for District 23. I'm sure we all are going to come out and vote for you. Not only I personally, my family, my friends, my church and my all community, Indian community, not only Malayali community, Indian community, we will work hard for you. We worked for Koshy. We had a very good connection, and Koshy was a vibrant person, but unfortunately he could not make it. Maybe we learned from our mistake what to do for us. You are lucky now to get our help after learning from this one failure. Okay, so Linda, all the best wishes and good luck, and we will work for you. We will assure you, you will be the councilwoman for us.
Oh my God. We are lucky, Linda, now for you being here. Thank you. We both are lucky. We know that the community is lucky. All right, great. Thank you so much. Let me invite Mrs. Mary Phillip. She's also a former president of INANI. Just 10 seconds or 5 seconds, whatever, short time you can take. Thank you.
I'm a very, very short speaker, okay? I'm not going to take any more time. I congratulate for now Ms. Linda Lee, and I wish Mr. Koshy and Mr. Harpreet Singh. I wish good luck to you and all the best. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Next we have our leader, national leader from Federation of Malayali Association, and he has been in so many associations, and wherever he's been, he's always been a successful leader, and he has done a lot for the community. Let's welcome Mr. Thomas T. Woman. Thank you so much. He's the political advisory committee chairman and treasurer and whatnot. he plays multiple roles. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Koshy. First, I want to congratulate Koshy for running such a wonderful campaign. You really made an impact on the South Indian community, the Indian community, South Asian community, and the community in this particular piece of land. So, thank you again. This time, because your campaign wasn't successful, we are so fortunate to have somebody who can relate to us, who can truly represent us, who will work for the interest of our community, South Asian community. I am so proud to congratulate Ms. Linda Lee, and I am so fortunate for her to be with us, knowing what our interests, our needs are. Thank you very much. Now I have to address here, and of course I will address the TV. Our Chaco is here, Malnisha, all our community. These are leaders of our Indian community. There are many out there. We are going to rally behind you. You will definitely, 101%, you will be successful. On behalf of the Federation of Malayali Association of Americas, for all the South Indian community and the Indian community and the South Asian community, for Mr. Chaco, Mr. Koshy, everyone sitting here, we work for you and you will be successful. Thank God for that.
Thank you. See the power? National. Voice goes on. That's it. That's his strength and energy. Next, let me invite Ms. Prafulba ji. She's also a very active person in the community, and she's traveled all the way from Suffolk County, to meet and greet you. So let's hear a few words from Ms. Prafulba. Thank you. And after that, I would request Ms. Vanama to say a few words.
I'm so proud to be with the community that I'm proud of it myself, who I am. And we're not just the Indian, we're South Asian, including all the South Asian countries. So, first of all, thank you to Koshy, Harpreet, and Mr. Vora, and everyone else, that if they run to it, they bring, the diamond from the rough, like Linda. So, we're supporting you, and even though I'm in Suffolk, I have a community here, and I'm working on things on the national level to bring our community ahead in election and making sure that our second generation will be participating. That's our goal. So thank you so much, Linda, and we're all supporting.
Thank you, Prafulba. Next, let me invite Ms. Vanama. Say a few words. And after that, I would request Mr. Jose. And after that, I would request Mr. Babu Parakil. So, short and sweet, 5 to 10 seconds. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I am from Andhra Pradesh, India, and I live nearby. And I met Koshy, and he's so sweet person. I never met. So, work for us is important, but after losing also, work for the other person who met, and he knows how she works, and he wanted to bring all our community to support her. That shows how he's so sweet. So Linda, we are all there here, and I'm the president of the New York Telangana Telugu Association. We definitely help you because we need a good person to be there. So definitely we will help you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Next, let's hear from Jose, please. Jose, Heepan Jose, right? Please. We're going to be short and sweet. I know time is running out. 5 to 10 seconds.
Hello, thank you. My name is Ennaseril. I'm not Jose. I'm just wanted to clear that.
What name is Jose?
Just wanted to say I am a unique person. Just wanted to congratulate you for your election. I want to congratulate for Koshy for encouraging us to do this function. Thank you so much. Koshy wanted to take my phone immediately, but I wanted to say one more thing. I saw your mission statement. I was impressed that you are taking care of disabled people, senior people, and a lot of disadvantaged people, child care, and criminal justice and all. But one more thing, I saw your motivation, but these people cannot come to you. I know you are second generation people. You have to find a technique to reach your love to them, how to approach. Oh, you are not lonely, we are here.
Even next, let me welcome Mr. Babu Parikar, please. Babu Parikar, he did a lot of, campaign good work, and he got a lot of petitions and votes for us. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Good evening all. To have a community, a society to be healthy and progressing, its leaders should be aware of the diversities and the differences and the needs of that society. Then only it will be progressing. When we make mistakes in selecting or electing capable leaders, we get into problems, and we witnessed it for the last few years. Let us not make that mistake again. So Linda Lee, as we heard, she's a perfect candidate. She knows the diversity, she knows the in and out, the needs of the community. And of course, we have a mosaic society here. So somebody coming on the top in the council has to know that kind of knowledge and being responsible to deal with the needs. And she's perfect. So let us all campaign and rally behind her, and I wish you all the best, all success, and we are pretty sure that you will be the next council person. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Next, may I invite Mr. Zach Thomas, please. Zach Matai, I'm sorry. Yeah, 5 to 10 seconds only, so yeah. Thank you. He's a good speaker.
Thank you, Koshy. Ms. Lee, I'm probably one of the persons who's not going to offer you help, but ask you for your help. Because I represent an organization called the New York Minority Sports Club, and we are a community-based organization, and we run programs with the youth in the district. So in the future, we'll be contacting you, but all of our members live in the district, and our support is with you, and best of luck, and we look forward to you being our District 23 future council person. Thank you.
Thank you. Let me call Reggie Kurian, please. He's the president of KCNA. And then I would request Mr. Ajit Abraham to say a few words, please.
Good afternoon, Linda, and all the dignitaries. I just want to wish you all the best wishes, and definitely you're going to be our next district council representative. Our association belongs to your district, and Barry Gordon Chick used to come to visit our association many times. So on behalf of KCNA, I'm inviting to our association. When you get a chance, please stop by. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Next, let me invite Mr. Ajit Abraham. He's the past president of KCNA, and also right now he's actually in the board of directors from Nassau University. So we are fortunate to have him here, and he was actively involved in the campaign. Young, energetic, upcoming leader. Let's hear from Ajit Abraham.
Thank you, Koshy. First of all, I would like to congratulate Mr. Koshy Thomas for taking the courage and the dare not attitude to get into the election and did a good fight. And also, I want to congratulate another candidate here, Mr. Toji, for having the same thing. And definitely, Ms. Linda Lee, you reached the final point, and the game is all yours now, but we are all here to support you. And the whole community is there to support you. Mrs. Louis Marbach is here, and many other, Father John Regis, and many other leaders. And this gentleman, he did a great offering to our community. It's not only to Koshy, to our whole community, to make this whole facility available. thank him again for that generosity. And we are ensuring our support for your future endeavors. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Ajit. Next, let me invite Mr. Johnny Sakaria to say a few words. And then I can request Mr. Piyush Patel. You want to say a few words? Now, by the time you get ready, I'm going to invite Mr. Dilip Nath, young and energetic person who formed the association, NAVA, New American Voters Association. With that, he has created a lot of momentum, and he himself was a candidate. He has created a very good impact in his district. So let's hear from him, and I would like to follow your suggestions for the next. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. First of all, I wanted to congratulate Koshy for running a good campaign. When he decided to run, he called me. He said, Dilip, I want to run for office. I said, Koshy, you should. He said, I'm a member of the NAVA, could you endorse me? I said, Koshy, doesn't matter who endorses you. You want to run, you want to represent your community, go for it. And he did, and I really admire for him. Koshy, he's genuinely a nice person. I know him for many years. He really, truly wanted to do something good for the community. And for that, I salute you, Koshy. And also, Harpreet, thank you for all you have done over the years for the community, and a wonderful human being. And truly. In this particular election, there were several candidates, and I was really in trouble because all of them were my friend. And Linda, she's like my sister to me, and she has done a tremendous amount of work. But what I like the most is she's coming from the community, not from the political machine. What we have been fighting for the years is really have a true representation that represent our community. So today we are sending somebody who will speak on our behalf, who will address the issue that we deeply care about, the issues that are important to the District 23, issues that are important for the Queens. Far too long, Queens has got a short end of the stick. Today our school system under threat. This mayor is taking away a specialized high school and gifted and talented. And Linda is going to go and fight, restore the dignity of our school system. And I know she will do that. And for that reason alone, I think we are sending a right person to City Hall. And most importantly, for the first time, we have a majority in the City Council represented by women. In 2021, women still make 69 cents of a dollar. It's not right. And it's time that we change it, with the leadership like Linda will make that change. So Linda, congratulations and best of luck. We are with you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dilip, for all the good words and the good work you are doing. Next, let me invite a person who believes humanity is one, even though he actually belongs to the Krishna temple and is a Krishna devotee. Still, he talks about humanity, man and religion is one, and with that faith, we all are one, and that's how, if you see around here, humanity is one. He's going to be short and sweet for 15 seconds. Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. Mother, father, and brother and sister. I'm saying one prayer. Om Agyanandam Ranjasya Gyananjana Sadakya Chakru Mritam Jena Tasmai Sri Guru Namo. I'm saying the Sanskrit verse. Jise Adimata Gurupatni Brahmani Rajapatniya Dhata Dhatriya Tatha Prithvi. So she is our mother because leader, one of the leaders, seven mother to one of the mother, Adimata, who give us birth. Then nurses, Go Mata, Earth, one of the mother who the community leader. So we are fine to the mother, Miss Lady Linda, like we say mom, mother. We say, everybody say Mataji. Mataji means mother. So mother, no see whose child is blind or handicapped or who is very educated. Everybody equally giving food. So I pray for everybody, we support her, and first voting, then eating. So we are coming 2nd November.
Yes.
2nd November, please community, everybody come together, support her, and when she win, then she has to take care of us. Which our problem, go to her and talk. She solving. We have so many problems. Have our community need to develop together, work together. We not go to religious. I am personally. We are everybody heard of the Hare Krishna, means ISKCON. ISKCON no believe any kind of a religious. Go to humanity. We are a human being. We are in God no divide anybody. Everybody when we are left body to go, soul left. Body never left. Soul never. Hindu, Muslim, Christian. Soul is soul, is God. God, our body have, we are praying for everybody peace and love, body, mind and soul. Thank you.
Thank you, Ji. What a beautiful concept, uniting everybody. Thank you so much for that blessing words. We have 2 surprises here. You're really going to get surprised, but before going into the main surprise, let me invite one person who is 24/7 working for Linda Lee's campaign and brought her to the success to this level. It's none other than our own friend, Mr. Usher. I want Usher to share his experience, and we want to see how he brought Linda as the winning candidate. Just a second.
Thank you, Koshy. Thank you, everyone, for being here. I wasn't expecting to speak today. I don't usually speak. I usually let that to be Linda's job. But we're talking tonight about leadership, and I think that one memory that I have from today that speaks volumes about who Linda is going to be as a leader is, Koshy knows the event was supposed to start at 6. 5:45, we were parked outside. I said, Linda, why were you so early? She goes, well, I have to help set up. No, but it's your event, you're on it. She goes, no, but we're still going to help set up because that's what we do. We'll stay at the end, we'll help pack it in because that's what Linda's going to be. So thank you everyone so much for your help. It means so much to have your presence, your support. We're looking forward to work on behalf of everybody here and just thank you all for coming.
Thank you, Usher. Thank you. Thank you. I mean, Usher was the man, was communicating and got things done. Now, we're going to listen to our main speaker. And after that, we have a real surprise. I don't know, I'm thinking which one should go first. But before the surprise, let me invite Reverend John Thomas Achan to say a few words.
We have heard much, and I don't have to talk too long. We share over the success. We were looking for such a leader, and now it has come to you. Okay? Thank you. Wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you. Unanimously said.
No, I'll try to keep it short because I know it's late. I feel like I'm at a wedding. This is great. I actually never got this much love and attention at my own wedding, so this is very nice. But no, I just wanted to say thank you so much to Koshy for hosting this event and for all the community leaders. Thank you so much, Harpreet, as well. And I gotta say, it was a very fun race. Like, I had so much fun talking to you guys and hanging out and drinking tea during early voting. It was actually really wonderful. And it's a good thing, Mr. Bora, yes. That you didn't rent space to me because I would have eaten all of your food during the campaign and election. But I just wanted to say thank you so much. I'm going to speak briefly because this is going to be the first of many, hopefully, meetings with the community. So we will have a lot of time to get to know one another, but just in case you guys don't know about my background, I'm actually a social worker myself, and I run a nonprofit organization in the community. We have senior centers, Meals on Wheels programs, public health, adult literacy, immigration services. It's mostly focused on the Korean and Asian community. And for me, I've always had a heart for immigrant services, the immigrant community. And my parents were small business owners. They owned dry cleaners for about 30 years. And they really taught me what it means to walk the walk and not just talk the talk. And you know, they always served so much in their community as well as in church. And it was really through them, as well as my grandmother who passed away. The reason why, I don't know if you guys know this story because I haven't had a chance to meet many of you personally, but the reason why I care so much about senior older adult services is because my grandmother raised me since, you know, she lived with my parents since before I was born. And she raised me and my sister. And so later in life when she became ill, I was the one to help bathe her, clip her toenails, change her adult diapers, because I feel like she did so much to sacrifice for us so that my parents could work and take care of me and my sister. And so for me, it's a very personal thing of why I care so much about our older adult community. And I think we need to give them as much dignity as possible. And I had no idea that there were Korean nonprofit organizations, and I wish I knew because my grandmother was a bit isolated in Long Island at the time, and I had no idea that there were services where she could come and eat the Korean food, speak her language, go to senior centers and have all these different activities. And so that's why I think when this job opportunity came up 12 years ago for me to run Korean community services, I took that opportunity because I was like, you know, let me use my degree, all my experiences to give back to my community, right? Because they raised me, right, basically. And so I really want to fight hard for the community. And when I say community, I speak very broadly because one of the things I learned, I would tell people this all the time, I never really imagined myself running for office. I thought all politicians were horrible, corrupt people. And then I started working with a lot of our local elected officials, and I realized, wow, they can actually have a lot of great impact, right? And it was through the work that I was doing on the ground in the community at KCS that I realized, wow, if we don't speak up and we don't have a voice to represent our communities, then the city, the state, the federal government, they're not going to hear our voices and create policies and legislation that actually help our communities, right? So we have to be loud and we have to have a voice, we have to have a seat at the table, and we need to make sure that our voices and our needs are being represented through city government and state. And so for me, I really wanted to stay very local, because I think local politics, that's where my heart is, right? Local services. And so that's why I got into this race really was, I thought about it for a few years and I was like, no. There's so much more I want to do in the nonprofit sector, in the community work, that I sort of said, no, I'm not going to run. But what really changed my mind was COVID. Because in the middle of the pandemic, we didn't have time to think, we just did. We just do, we respond. People need meals, they need COVID tests, how do we get them PPE equipment, how do we help them with the loans? Because as you guys I'm sure experienced, if you don't speak English and if you can't use the computer, you cannot apply for unemployment benefits. It was impossible, right? And you can't apply for the loans. So who's going to be able to help them? And it was all the people who came to our organization because we could speak the language and we had volunteers literally just signing people up for vaccine appointments in front of their computers. We had all our volunteers come out and help because daily we serve about 1,500, I think, community members throughout all of our services. And I think it's probably grown even more so during the pandemic. And I remember at one point, let's see, the pandemic shutdown happened in March, right, of 2020. And I remember in August, somebody was telling me, he had been pushing me every once in a while, hey, are you thinking about running? And I was like, eh. And he's like, Linda, I think now's the time, right? This is now more than ever, our communities need leadership, they need help. We have a broken system, a broken economy. And I've seen that day in and day out when I run my services, right? The community groups that are out there, the nonprofits, the gentleman who spoke earlier, you guys are the ones doing the work, but how do you get access to city funding, city contracts? I think for me, I have a special place in my heart for that. How can we help people who are doing the work in the community already? And how can I as a council member help support you and lift you up? Because you guys are the ones that know your communities the best, right? So how do we help the people who are part of the gurdwaras, the mosques, the religious institutions, the community organizations, the nurses associations, right? And I'm a social worker, and I gotta tell you one important issue we came across. It took me 4 years, but we started a mental health clinic. It took me 4 years, and we are the only Korean nonprofit in New York State to have an outpatient mental health clinic license. And the reason why I did that is because we saw the mental health issues in our community rising, but there's no services and there's no people that speak the language that can deliver those services, right? So I don't know how, I prayed a lot, I really did. I was like, God, I don't know what I'm doing about this mental health clinic, but help me find a way. And people heard about the clinic, so psychiatrists from the first generation Korean community that had retired actually came to us and said, we want to volunteer and help your clinic get started, right? Psych NPs, social workers, somehow we've been able to find bilingual speaking social workers and mental health professionals, but I think the challenge for us is we need to encourage our communities to go into these professions who can speak the language and can serve the communities to get the degrees, the certifications, everything else. So how do we help partner with Malloy College, right? Or how do we help partner with different institutions to be able to bring people through the pipeline? So my vision really is, how do I be a bridge, right? I'm not gonna be the one that, like Asher knows, like I hate, getting the attention and spotlight a lot of times, but it's like, how do we help people and uplift people in the community? I think that's really my goal. And the mantra of social workers is you have to meet the community where they are, right? It's not about you guys coming to me like the gentleman before so clearly said, but how do we go to the communities and help them and really listen to what their issues are and what their needs are. And I may not be the perfect person, but I'm definitely gonna try really hard to represent and be a voice for the community, for all of our communities, because I think for so long, people have felt like their voices were not heard. And so I think we need to do as much as we can to support all the work you're doing. And just to share one last story is that when I made that decision in August to finally run, I'm a leader in my church, actually organization, and I prayed a lot, and I was like, gosh, I don't know if I'm meant to do this, but if I do actually do this, I prayed for three things. Three things I prayed for. The first one was humility, right? Just help me to remember my roots, where I come from, and not to get a big head, and to really remember why it is I'm doing this, right? That was the first thing. The second thing I prayed for was protection, because there's a lot of gossip. I hate social media. Like, everyone talks stuff, whatever. Help me to protect me from all of that so I can stay focused and just focus on what really matters, right? And then the third thing I prayed for was wisdom, but not manly wisdom, but godly wisdom, because I know that I'm very limited. So I need the community, I need people around me, because I don't have all the answers, but that's why I need to know who to go to say, hey, we need this, who do I go to, who's connected in the community? Because at the end of the day, I'm not gonna have all the answers, but what I can do is try to make connections and be a bridge so that people can get the resources that they need. So that's really why I decided to run and why I made this journey. And so I really, really hope that this will be the beginning of a long relationship. And I just cannot thank you all enough for hosting this event, especially for Koshy as well as Harpreet. And thank you so much to Lois, Dylan, all the other community leaders here, Milani, who I met when at a Paul Malone event. So whatever knowledge I can share throughout my frustrations in working with city government, hopefully we can use that as a positive thing to help other community groups. So I just want to say thank you so much. I'm very, very seriously honored and humbled to be here. Very grateful, so thank you.
Thank you, Linda. Now, usually we give flowers to great, but here we're going to give flowers to thank them for coming over. So the first flower goes to Ms. Linda Lee by Raju Burgess Abraham. Thank you. The second flower bouquet goes to Ms. Louis Marbat. Thank you. You know, these two ladies, in my experience, very simple, humble, and like she said, when you serve, you know, in Christianity, Jesus Christ said, if you serve one of yours, you are serving me. That's the same thing, the same philosophy when she said wisdom. I think that's what she got. You know, that, so we are proud of that thought, you know, that 3 prayers, the 3 subjects she kept on her prayers, and I think those 3 things brought her up. So with all your acknowledgement and appreciation, and with all your endorsement, we assure that we will make sure that Linda Lee will get elected as our next council district member.
Sorry, one more thing, because Asher, my campaign manager, is going to yell at me if I don't say this, but the fight is not over. Sorry, I got lost in this speech, but it's true, the fight is not over. And we do have a general election coming up in November, so like other folks have said, I really need you to sort of be the ambassadors in your networks and in your communities to really spread the word. Because my biggest fear is that you know, people will be sleeping a little bit and maybe not pay attention, and so I think you know, we can't take advantage of that, and you know, can't take it for granted. So whatever you guys can do to help, I have issues asking for this, but I do have contribution cards in the back if you guys have. But if you can give, if not, that's okay too. Whatever you can give is fine. But you know, I really appreciate it. But it's not me alone. It's a village. It takes a village. So yes, thank you.
So the surprise is going to be the main speaker. Of course, it's not a big surprise. We expected that surprise to happen. Now, when the main speaker starts the message and her plans to lead this community, I would request everybody to wish my friend, philosopher, guide, spiritual leader, and my everything, you know, whatever I do, with a disclaimer, I consult him. It's none other than my guru, Reverend Father John Thomas Achen. Today is his 73rd birthday. According to Indian time, he's already born. So we're going to cut the cake. We will cut the cake, leave it here, and then our guest will make the main speech. Is that a good plan?
It's ice cream cake though.
No. So all together, cut the cake, then she will deliver the best wishes and the birthday. Just.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Pastor John. Happy birthday to you.
जियो हजारों साल साल के दिन हो 50,000. Happy birthday to you.
And I request Mrs. Reverend also, you know, it's God's blessing. You know, we are all running through so many problems. With all that, it's His blessing. We are celebrating the birthday here. Thank you. Go ahead. Cutting or the rest is just one piece for her. And then we will listen to her speech. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Everything. Okay, one picture. Nice. One picture. One picture.
Yeah.
One picture. Yes. Okay. You are going to give it to her, right?
I think it's going to be to watch her mom first.
Yeah.
Yes. She is the reason for coming here.